have to collectively celebrate that Jamal Bowman is gone. He lost
Hallelujah.
his primary. Best news ever. And we have a lot of stuff to share about it because the memes are glorious. Everything that's happening right now, glorious. But what
So
caught
great.
my eye yesterday before this even happened is that Andrew Cuomo was tweeting about it. And here's what he wrote. He said, Jamal Bowman should pull the fire alarm again because he's going to be smoked by Latimer for New York today.
Oh my
The
gosh.
message is clear. Anti-Semitism in any and all forms will not be tolerated in New York. And you can't call yourself a progressive without making progress.
I mean,
I
that's
was like,
good for him.
Andrew Cuomo.
Good for him. Yeah.
Right?
I mean, he really is just a disgusting anti-Semite.
God, just the worst.
Isn't he the worst? Yeah, he's the worst. But there's a lot of them. And seriously, there's a lot of them in the Democrat Party.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's nice to see a couple of the Democrats calling that out, but there's not nearly enough.
Nope. And the excuses that his supporters are making for him, oh my gosh, you guys, wait until you hear from this one chick on TikTok who's trying to claim, and this was amazing, that there are some right-wing outlets that are darkening his skin.
What?
Which I was like, there's no need.
Crying out loud.
Not needed. But also they are trying to blame it on AIPAC sending all the money. They spent like $20 million in, influencing the campaign or whatever with attack ads or whatever it is that they did. They're mad at AIPAC for lying when all AIPAC really did was shine a spotlight on Jamal Bowman and his actual viewpoints. That's all they did. And they're mad that the truth came out. So the excuses, ridiculous, but you're about to hear.
I'm like every emotion right now, so bear with me. Jamal Bowman, one of the most progressive members of Congress, one of the kindest people that I have met, just lost his race because AIPAC spent more money on this race than anyone has ever spent in a congressional primary ever in history. And if anyone tells you that this race was lost for any other reason other than a multi-million-dollar smear campaign, they are lying to you. Jamal Bowman brought over $1 billion for his district for climate resiliency, infrastructure, gun violence prevention, and more. That doesn't seem to matter to the coalition of Hillary Clinton, Trump-backed donors, and AIPAC. Spending $2 million a week on ads that smear Jamal Bowman and darken his skin color. No, they have—
Oh my God. What in the world? Darkened is... What? And also, what the hell is climate resiliency? What is that? Why? What does that even mean? It's like so taxpayer money is going towards being resilient to the weather. I don't, what is that? Are we buying people umbrellas? What are we doing? What is that? Seriously, I'd like to know, this is the kind of stuff that I need people to be accountable for. Cause I don't know as a taxpayer, I don't know what that means. What the hell is climate resiliency? And why do taxpayers have to even think about paying for that? Especially when we're broke. We have, you know what I mean? We're like 30 something trillion dollars in debt. It's probably higher than that. I don't know. It's all stupid. Everybody's stupid. And nobody darkened his skin.
Nobody darkened his skin.
Shut up.
What an idiotic thing to say.
God, it's so stupid.
AIPAC for a smear campaign when all they did, again, is just say, hey, here's who he is. Here's what he said about the Jewish state. Here's why he says from the river to the sea. That's all they had to do is just say here's the truth about Jamal.
They hate truth. They hate it. The truth is like kryptonite to these people.
New York Times initially posted this as their headline, that Bowman falls in a House primary overtaken by flood of pro-Israel money.
Oh my God.
They got heat for that, and rightly so.
They should.
And then they changed it to Bowman to Latimer and a loss for progressive Democrats.
Yeah, okay. God, who wrote that the first time?
Just absolutely ridiculous.
Right. The person who wrote it the first time is also an anti-Semite.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, these people are shameless.
Completely shameless.
God.
And then there was this. So it says, I saw an announcement that Jamal Bowman had won renomination. Turned out it was a false alarm.
Oh my God, the memes. It's so great.
God, the memes are my favorite thing about it.
So great.
Dave Rubin tweeted, breaking, Bowman refuses to concede, cites Palestinian Health Ministry, which has him up by 200,000.
Oh God.
It's just, I just love it. I can't get enough.
I know, right? God. What's he gonna? So what does he do now? What does he do?
I don't know. I hope he just fades into obscurity.
He won't. He won't. Because he's basically a squad member, right?
Yeah, he's part of
He's like the dude squad member. He won't fade into obscurity because these people never do. They're like cockroaches. They constantly find a way to, be in the public space. So it's like he'll run for something else, or
yeah, he will.
He'll be like Beto. He'll run for governor of something.
If you are a person like us that does not get enough fruits and veggies throughout the day, because it's impossible to get the amount of fruits and veggies they tell you need to get, it's impossible. Like, unless you are an actual creature that eats grass,
rabbit,
you know what I mean?
Right.
Like, yeah, if you're a rabbit, maybe it's okay. If you're not a rabbit, but you still want the benefits of getting real organic superfood as part of your diet, all the goodness and benefits that come from fruits and veggies, if that is you and you want that, and you want it in a delicious tasting beverage that is way easier to consume than the amount of fruits and veggies they tell you that you need to, here is your answer. It's Field of Greens. It's a green powder that you just mix up in an 8-ounce glass of water, shake it up real well, and you've got yourself yummy fruit drink. And that is a way that you can get your fruits and veggies in. It is so delicious. Otherwise, I would not be telling you about it, because when they first approached us and said, "Would you like to try this?" I was like, "Green health powder?
Thank you, but no.
Thank you, but no." Yeah. Yeah, that's not for me. They were like, "But just try it." And so I said, "Okay." And you were, of course, all about it, because you'll try.
Yeah,
anything.
I loved it. I'll try anything.
But then how pleasantly surprised were you about the taste?
Right? I have the one that's like yellow green, and it tastes like sweet tea.
I mean,
which I love.
And this is like a blueberry fruit punch kind of. So, whatever you're taking as your daily supplement, that's great, but it's not enough. You need to add this to your diet. You'll actually see differences in your lab results at the doctor's office. You'll feel more energy. You're going to see improvements in skin, hair, all of the things. This is miracle stuff right here. You can visit fogchicks, fogchicks.com, and you can use code CHICKS to get 15% off your first order plus free rush shipping. So if you haven't had a chance to try it, now's a really great time. Get your 15% off, free shipping, and get healthy with fogchicks.com. Here he is after the vote, and he's mad as hell, and he's roided out as usual, and he's again blaming this on AIPAC and not taking any accountability for the fact that he completely alienated the entire Jewish population in his district. Here is some of what he said.
Should not be well adjusted to a sick society. We should be outraged. We should be outraged when a super PAC of dark money can spend $20 million to brainwash people into believing something that isn't true. We should be outraged about that. We should be outraged when, unfortunately, some so-called Democrats are aligning themselves with radical, racist, right-wing Republicans. We should be outraged about that.
Oh my God.
It's just
right-wing Republicans' fault.
Racist. You forgot the racist part. Radical racist right-wing.
He's mad about that dark money, but George Soros money? Give me.
Oh yeah, bring it. Daddy Soros.
Sorry that the right wing is using your tactics. That's what you get.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, God, whatever, dude. Bye. Bye.
Jose Rodriguez, thank you. Jose says, how many South Americans does it take to screw in a light bulb?
How many?
Brazilian.
Really good.
Here's some wax money. Safe travels, Daisy. Alexandra, she says, I volunteer with St. Vincent de Paul through my church, and we don't even have funds anymore to help the less fortunate until the end of next month. Most Americans can't even afford to tithe anymore.
This is the thing. They can't, and that's not okay.
Janine Klimt, thank you. She says, when my children were young, I fed us on $35 a week, 5 of us. Yes, I cooked a lot of rices and beans, but I can't imagine trying to feed a family in Biden's economy. Thank you.
I know. I know. I look around at some of the people, like the swim parents and stuff. Some of them have 2, 3, 4 kids. And I'm like, I don't know how they're doing it. We've got one and and it's tough.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know how these people do it, you guys. It's crazy.
It is absolutely bananas. Andrea Viola, thank you. She says Americans tolerate it. So who is really to blame? I mean, we don't. We do what we can, right? But
We do.
there's a whole bunch of Americans that either don't vote and don't pay attention, or they vote so stupidly that they send us all into utter destruction.
Or they think I can't do anything about it, so I'm just going to take it. That's like staying in an abusive marriage. I can't stand it when people do that. And when people say that to me, I don't like getting involved in politics. Why?
You're involved because you're living in the country.
Right. It affects you every day. You have to be involved, or then don't complain when your kids have a bad life or your grandkids have a bad life, because politics is life. It's American life.
Trucker 2022. Thank you. He says it's money for the climate lies. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's exactly, it's all a huge, giant lie. Lady Shenandoah. Thank you very much. Lady says, it's so nice to see the infighting in the Democratic Party, and that girl better get a new identity after mentioning Hillary.
Right.
I know there's lots and lots of fans of Marjorie Taylor Greene, and I will give her props for this video because she also took the opportunity to make so much fun of Jamal Bowman. Here she is.
Hi everyone, we're at the infamous door where Jamal Bowman claims he had to pull a fire alarm to get out. Now these doors are open on weekdays. Every member of Congress knows that, everybody that works here knows that. But on Saturdays and Sundays, they are locked, and only certain doors are open on Saturdays and Sundays. Now come on over here. This right here is a fire alarm. Nowhere does it say, pull the fire alarm to open the exit door. Doesn't say that, and I think ex-middle school principals know better.
Oh God, I love it. See, you love her there.
I mean,
love that.
To be fair, that was a 3.5-minute clip where she also walks through the entire Capitol building, and it's exhausting. And I was like, okay, MTG, I'm over you. But this piece was golden. So I did put it down quite a bit.
That was pretty great.
That was pretty great.
Yeah.
And then Dave Rubin created this out of AOC's insane performance on that event stage over the weekend. Look at what he made.
Oh my God, I love it. That is just so great.
But then unfortunately, AOC won her renomination, which is just,
I don't get it. Again, with the stupid people.
I know.
Like, why? And look at how the percentage.
Yeah, the spread was huge. She's got all the name recognition, and
I don't get it.
Yeah, her area is so stupid.
They're bored.
But it's a primary, so let's see. Maybe there's enough Republicans in the area that will finally come out and do something about her.
God, I don't know, but I hope so. You gotta hope, because wow.
Yeah, I know. It's really, really bad.